Here's something you might not know. Your dog's Zoomies aren't just random bursts of energy. What if I told you they reveal something surprising about you? Stay tuned, because we're about to uncover all the secrets behind this hilarious habit and how it ties back to you. Number 1. It's party time. Dogs are excellent companions, not just because of their loyalty, but because of how well they understand us. Studies have shown they can use their sight, smell, and hearing to figure out how you're feeling. They know when you're sad or happy and everything in between. They're so good at knowing how you're feeling that they mimic your emotions too. If you're sad, they'll give you those sad puppy dog eyes and try to help you feel better. In response to a happy smile, they might give you a toothy grin of their own. Your dog knows when you're excited too. They might not know why, but they know excitement is a good thing. All the energy you put into squealing or jumping around might just trigger your puppy's Zoomies. They want to join the fun. Number 2. Zipping around like clockwork. We've all experienced that horrible restlessness that comes with being cooped up all week. Sometimes you're just stuck behind a desk too long, or the weather's awful and ruins your plans for a relaxing day out. Zoomies might not be a human method of releasing pent-up energy, but maybe dogs have the right idea. Your puppy certainly seems more relaxed after racing around the yard for a few minutes. When dogs are stuck inside all day, they are like a coiled spring in an overwound clock. They might be happy enough to snooze until you get home, but they're not using all their energy. By the time you're home, they've stored up so much that spring has got to get sprung. All that excess energy has to go somewhere. Zipping around the furniture should do it. Want to join in? Number 3. Hold the phone. They're not just excellent at knowing how you're feeling. Dogs are also very good at knowing how to get your attention. Whenever you focus on them, they know they're bound to get ear scratches, playtime, or a juicy treat. So they remember all the best ways to get your eyes off your phone and onto them. Sometimes their task is as simple as rolling onto their back with a big doggish grin. Booping your phone straight out of your hands works too. Some dogs settle for more active ways of getting your attention. Once you've experienced a few Zoomy sessions, your dog knows zooming around gets a laugh. That phone might still be out, but at least you're focused on filming them now. Their Zoomies might even prompt you to play too, which is even better in their opinion. Number 4. Happiness is a dog with the Zoomies. The Zoomies that are the most fun are ones born from pure delight. Similar to how dogs become happy from your good moods, you also trigger their excitement just by being nearby. Seeing you coming home from work or a vacation is the best part of your dog's day. Some dogs show their exuberance with Zoomies. It's not just coming home that makes your dog happy though. Their excited Zoomies can be triggered by other things you do for them too. Maybe you grab the bag they know contains their all-time favorite treat. Or they saw your hand creeping toward their favorite tug toy and they know they're about to have fun. Sometimes their excitement is simply a result of seeing the leash in your hand. Number 5. Dealing with frustration. Zoomies might look fun, but they're not always caused by good things. Sometimes it can be your dog's way of throwing a tantrum. It might be super adorable, but it could also be their way of saying they're displeased, especially if they've been stuck indoors all day because of the rain. It's even worse when you need to leave them home alone because of work. Maybe they didn't have enough toys to play with, or they missed out on their usual treat at lunchtime. They're happy you're back, but next time you could take them with you. They might even throw a tantrum if you refuse to give them some of your snacks. Your dog doesn't care if they're not supposed to eat human food. They want to have a taste too. Or they got their favorite toy stuck under the couch and they can't reach it. Whatever it is they're frustrated about, they're very upset and want you to know it. Some dogs will even start zooming around at the park, especially if they know you want to go back home. They're still playing and aren't ready to go yet. Number 6. Taking a load off. Shaking off frustration or expressing their happiness at seeing you are both very good reasons for Zoomies. But why does your pooch run around all crazy-like after pooping? It's as if they've suddenly lost 5 pounds and feel like they're flying. As weird as it might sound, that reasoning isn't too far off. They're also far more comfortable after their bathroom routine is complete. Zoomies are a good way to shake off the lingering discomfort they feel before going to the toilet. Some dogs also get the zoomies after a bath too. This time, it's not so much them feeling weightless as it is relief that the horrible bath is over. All that praise when they're trapped in the bathtub gets them all excited too. Number 7. Doggy jump scares. Small things can make your dog shift from relaxed to hyperdrive. If you have an easily excitable dog, whether it's part of their personality or they're still just a puppy, unexpected events can trigger zoomies. In this case, the zoomies are their way of running off the surprise from a sudden change. The doorbell is one of the most common triggers. While some dogs bark and run to the door, others might channel their energy into sprinting through the house on their invisible racetrack. But other loud noises can set them off too. Maybe you dropped a plate in the kitchen, or that parcel you brought in from the mailbox toppled off the edge of the table when you tried to put it down. Even something simple like if you get up suddenly when you hear a strange noise can trigger zoomies. Your dog might be on edge until you figure out what the sound is and relax. But once you're settled back in your spot, they might do a lap or two of the house to run off the shock. Number 8. A dog's answer to stress management. Big changes in their routine can bother your dog too. Similar to zooming off frustration from missed opportunities or forgotten walks, zoomies can be a way to shake off stress. Dogs rely a lot on routine. They can't tell the time, but they still like to know when they get food and when they go on a walk. Sudden changes, like staying home from work and taking them to the vet, cause stress. Not just because they hate going to the vet, although that doesn't help, but because it interrupts their routine. Feeding them later than usual can be stressful too. Once they're back home or have finally been fed, seriously, what took you so long? They might shake their whole body to relieve the lingering tension, or if they were feeling particularly worried through the events, they release their lingering stress through a bout of zoomies. Number 9. I'm dog tired. Have you noticed your puppy getting more and more hyperactive the longer they're awake? This is especially noticeable in very young dogs. It might sound counterintuitive, but puppies often get zoomies when they're overtired. They haven't quite figured out how to control their emotions yet, and being tired is one of those new things they're not sure how to deal with. All their overexcitement is a mix of them not wanting to miss anything fun and a plain refusal to take a nap. Watch out for these signs. Most of the time, you don't need to worry about zoomies. It's a natural part of your dog being themselves. Sometimes they just have to let off steam. But there are times when zoomies can put you, your dog, or other people in the house in danger of being hurt. It's always a good idea to zoomie-proof your house and yard. Especially if your dog loves zooming around so much, it's part of their routine. If you have wooden floors in your home, consider putting rugs down to give your dog traction. This will prevent them from skidding across the floor when they turn or try to stop too fast. Securing the rugs in place with Velcro will stop them from sliding around too. You can also prevent broken decorations by keeping them in places that aren't in your dog's usual zoomie zone. If they get eerily close to the coffee table every time, you might want to move that flower vase, just in case. Some dogs have zoomies more often than others. Younger puppies, for example, will be more excitable than senior dogs. But sometimes, too many zoomies can be caused by other behavioral problems. So make sure you consider how often your dog zooms around the house and what sets them off. Did they just have a bath? Or have they not had enough activity today? Zoomies aren't the only weird habit your dog has. Check out this video to learn about 9 other weird dog behaviors and why your dog does them.